Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I know so many of you over on TikTok have been blowing up the comments asking for this, so today we're finally doing some customer reviews analysis for it. But before we dive into that, be sure to check out this exclusive discount available for it. You'll find it in the description and in the first comment under this video. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's start with our first reviewer's experience.
This reviewer found that while this gaming router had a very rocky start, it has since become a truly top-tier device that puts most of its competition to shame. To be honest, when this thing first came out, it was a bit of a mess. Early hardware versions were buggy, and the firmware felt incomplete, making it a frustrating experience that was, in some ways, a downgrade from older models. However, our reviewer notes that through a series of significant hardware revisions and consistent firmware updates over time, this router has been completely transformed. It has finally matured into the powerhouse it was always meant to be. The performance now is just phenomenal. For those with the latest Wi-Fi 7 devices, the speeds are incredible, though you do need to be in the same room to really take advantage of them. More importantly, the initial issues with Wi-Fi 6 and 6E have been totally ironed out. This client specifically mentions an amazing experience using a wireless VR headset, achieving a smooth, high-fidelity connection that wasn't possible before. The signal strength on the older bands is also top-notch, providing excellent coverage and stable connections for all the smart home gadgets scattered around the house, even those far away. Beyond pure speed, the device is packed with features. The gaming optimizations genuinely help reduce ping, and the robust security suite offers great peace of mind without a subscription. The build quality is solid, with plenty of high-speed ports for a future-proof setup, and a unique design that definitely makes a statement. While our reviewer wishes the initial setup didn't require an active internet connection, this is a minor complaint now. What started as a 3-star product has evolved into an easy 5-star recommendation for anyone seeking uncompromising performance.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer recently set up a home network using 2 of these gaming routers, connected with a high-speed wired backhaul, and found the raw performance to be absolutely fantastic. The LAN and WAN speeds are top-notch, but our reviewer notes that the experience is held back by several software quirks that need to be addressed. On the positive side, the 5 GHz Wi-Fi performance is the best this client has ever experienced in a home setting. For the first time, wireless devices were able to achieve speeds that kept up with a wired gigabit connection. This impressive result prompted the purchase of a second unit to create a mesh system, which now provides that same level of seamless, high-speed coverage throughout the entire house. The setup process for the mesh network was a breeze for anyone with fundamental networking knowledge. Our reviewer also praised the built-in, subscription-free security options and the easy-to-use gaming optimization features, which offered palpable performance improvements during gameplay. Unfortunately, the software has some significant issues. The router becomes overly helpful during an internet outage, completely blocking access to the modem's interface, which our reviewer found unacceptable. Other features, like URL filtering, simply do not work as advertised. The most critical flaw, however, is the guest network feature. When enabled, it eventually causes all Wi-Fi clients to be unable to connect, rendering the wireless network useless until the device is rebooted from a wired connection. Even with the guest network disabled, this client has experienced random, infrequent Wi-Fi dropouts that required a manual restart. In the end, when this device works, it is brilliant, but its full potential is hobbled by frustrating firmware bugs that need fixing.
Great. Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer, a longtime fan of a particular brand of routers, having consistently used their products with custom firmware for years, recently purchased this new router. They opted for a used reconditioned model to save some money, but this came with a couple of minor drawbacks. Firstly, it was shipped in its original packaging, making it vulnerable to theft during transit. Secondly, the previous user hadn't bothered to reset the device, leaving their configuration intact and the default login credentials invalid. Adding to the initial frustration, the English Quick Start Guide was missing, replaced by a Spanish version and a QR code for driver updates. After a failed attempt at a hard reset, our reviewer managed to access the device using the reset button. From there, they installed their preferred custom firmware and spent several hours configuring everything to their liking. They did note a few new features that require further investigation. However, they decided against using the remote management feature, deeming it a security risk with limited personal benefit. One significant aspect they emphasized is the sheer size of this router. It's considerably larger than their previous model, almost twice the size, and is primarily designed for tabletop use. While wall mounts are available online, ceiling mounting might pose heat dissipation issues. On the plus side, this client also noted that this router is future-proof, capable of handling the upcoming DOCSIS4 standard. Currently, they have the ports set to 2.5G, but they plan to upgrade to 10G later.
If this video helped you out, give it a like and hit subscribe for more. Got thoughts? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.